This video will show you how to use the hole override settings. The hole override settings give the operator some advanced features that he can use to modify drill plans in the field. You can see right here I've got a simple surface model drill plan with inclined holes at 10 degrees facing my current orientation. So if I want to go into my hole override settings, the first thing you'll see on the list is that I can modify the hole orientation and the hole inclination. So like I said, those holes are inclined at 10 degrees. Let's say I want to change that to be 0 degrees. I'll enter that here, and then down here at apply to, I'll change that to either apply to all holes or apply to single hole only. If I apply to a single hole only, it'll only apply to the hole that I'm currently on. And once I finish drilling that hole, it's going to just revert the settings to the defaults. So I'll apply to all holes, hit accept again. And now you'll see that the tails that were showing up on the holes to indicate that they're inclined are being removed. And when I navigate to these holes in the pitch and roll bars, you'll see that these are at 0 and everything has been modified to match my new hole override settings. So I can go back here and turn those off. Another option is the sub-drilling mode. So typically if you build a drill plan VCL file in Business Center, it'll come with a sub-drilling value. And this will just be a value that extends the hole either below the surface, or sometimes a negative number will keep it above the surface. But if I keep it on, which is the default value, it'll just use the value that was given to it in Business Center. I can change this to off to just have the drill holes end on the design, or I can change it to on, user defined value, and that'll give me a new box where I can put in a constant value, which will extend all the holes that constant value past the design surface. I'll just change that back to what it was. One more option is the compute new drill path. To show this, I'm going to switch over to 3D mode. This blue line is my active drill hole. It's showing the vector of that drill hole as it was designed. If I incline my mast to match that inclination, we'll just imagine that for some reason I can't get over this start point because of some kind of obstruction, but I still want to drill down to this same endpoint. So what I'll have to do is get as close as safely possible to that drill hole start point, put my drill tip on the ground. This is the most crucial step. You need to get as close as you can safely possible. Put the drill tip on the ground, go into hole override settings, and then next to compute new drill path, there's a button that says compute. So I'll tap that. You'll see that these values got automatically filled in for the orientation and hole inclination, as well as the apply to has been changed to apply to single hole only. So I'll hit accept now. Now you can see that that blue line has changed its angle to go to my current drill bit position, so that if I were to incline my mast to match my new value in my pitch axis bar, you can see down here that I'm going to still hit my design endpoint even though I'm having a different start point. So this is a really great function that can be used often by operators in the field that are constantly having to offset their design start points due to obstructions or unforeseen circumstances in the field. So I will turn that off, and then we can look at the bench hole settings. So if we go back and look at that drill hole, you can see that it's about 17 meters that I'll have to drill. But if I wanted to, for some reason, break that up into benches, I can go back into my hole override settings, activate my bench hole settings, specify my bench height. So I'll say 5 meters. And I'll leave my bench width at 0.5 or half a meter. And then when I hit accept, you can see that that one drill hole has been separated into multiple benches to help me get to that design bench elevation. So the currently active bench is going to be highlighted red. And if I were to use the emulator to move my machine down, you'll see it goes down to a different bench, which I'd go navigate over and match the inclination. And then as I go lower, it's the next bench below. And so this will be more for if somebody creates a big split line drill plan with one long drill hole, but they want to break that up in the field to multiple benches. This can be done easily in Business Center, but it can also be done in the field. And it is possible, but you just have to allow the operator to make these changes in the DPS900 software in the field.